Hey guys, how you doing? This is Curtis here, Air Tramp Lofts. I'm doing this video today to tell you what happened yesterday afternoon, and perhaps you can put your 2 cents in. This is my office. I'm sitting in my office. I literally built my office and placed my loft where they can see each other. So this is my office here. I have a home business, and that's my loft over there. And I can see my birds when they're flying, or when they're not so much when they're flying, because I got to cut this tree down in another couple of weeks once the leaves have fallen. I've got this tree down, but I put a loft here so I can see it whenever I'm working. I can see the birds fly, or I can if there's a critter at the loft, I can see it, whatever. And yesterday evening, my birds they were flying around, and once they landed, there was one bird that just landed so heavily. I was so exhausted, and I'm like, well, my birds at that point they were flying for like 2.5 hours, and I realized that bird, something was wrong with it. I thought it was my bird, which it wasn't. I thought something was wrong with that bird, with one of my birds, and I wanted to know why it was so tired, while the others were just just normal. They weren't even panting. They just went. My birds are in great shape at this point of the year. So anyway, my birds went in about the next 45 seconds or so. They were all in, and then this one bird stayed out, and that's when I realized it wasn't my bird. Nonetheless, I went back to work and looked around. About a minute after, the bird was gone, and I thought, okay, he's gonna find his home. That didn't happen, because about a half an hour later, when I went out to take care of my birds, there was a bird sitting on top of my house. I released one of my cocks, who's very interested in a hen, and I know he wasn't going to fly anywhere, so he just went right back to the loft after 2 minutes, and the bird followed him to the loft. I opened the door. I left the door open, and they went into the loft through the door. And because that's what that cock does. If the door is open, he goes through the door. He just bypasses the. Anyway, so when I got the bird, and I brought him in, and it was either on a race or a toss. And the first thing that came to my mind was that it was a bird from the Hoosier Classic, because yesterday was the same day as the Hoosier Classic. But once I held the bird, I realized that it probably wasn't the case, because he was too emaciated. He was very thin, and he needed to be fed really badly. So this wasn't a bird that got lost yesterday. There was a chip on his leg, and a band number. When I looked at the band number, it was an AU band. I went ahead and called the AU, and they gave me the person who bred the bird, and I called him, and he didn't respond. Nonetheless, the band number is AU 2022 Younan, Younan 300. AU 2022 Younan 300. I have his number here, and if any of you see this video and you know Mr. Younan, he's from Illinois, let him know that I have his bird, and I would like to have it returned to him one way or the other. This bird, I'm not about to release it. Not right now. It's really emaciated and it's really weak. As you can see, for a new bird, it's just there and it's stagnant. And it may not show it in the video, but he doesn't have much flesh in him. So I'm not sure if Mr. Younan sold the bird to somebody in Indiana, because I'm in Indiana, and the bird was in a training toss or a race, and the bird did get lost here. So he might just be going, 40 miles up the street somewhere. But nonetheless, I would like to try this method first before I have him released. I don't know if I'm going to release him. it might, if I don't get a response from Mr. Younan, then it might be better to just go ahead and get this bird a good home. You know, looks like one of my birds, beautiful eyes, you know, good features, just very emaciated. And the way he dropped out of the sky, and you know, he just was very, very tired. So and he could have been from the Hoosier Classic. I mean, you never know, you know. Nonetheless, this is a bird. It's a blue bar white flight. It has one white flight. It looks like a cock, young cock. And if anybody sees this video and this bird, let me know. If you know Mr. Younan, or if you are a racing buddy of his, or you might be in the same club, let me know so we can get this bird back to him or to the person who had the bird. Yes, okay. Thanks for watching this video. My name is Curtis at Air Tramp Lofts. Feel free to like and subscribe, and let's try and find this bird a home, either the home that he came from or the home that he's going to be going to. Okay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a beautiful day today. Bye bye.